All right, let's go. Welcome to the deep dive. And today we're heading into the Mushroom Kingdom
Oh, yeah.
for a deep dive into the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
I'm so ready for this one.
I feel like whether you're like a hardcore gamer who grew up with Mario
Right.
or just someone who, caught the trailers and thought it looked fun,
Mm-hmm.
this movie really has something for everyone.
It does.
So, for anyone who maybe hasn't had a chance to see it yet,
Yeah.
the movie basically follows the classic Super Mario Bros. Story. Right?
Yeah.
I've got Bowser.
Of course.
He's trying to kidnap Princess Peach,
Naturally.
take over the Mushroom Kingdom, and it's up to Mario and Luigi
Shiro.
to stop him.
Yes.
But it's not just a straight adaptation.
Yeah, we're definitely not.
There's some really cool twists and turns, some great Easter eggs.
Oh, so many is
for fans. Yeah, definitely sprinkled throughout.
And honestly, there are even some moments that get surprisingly deep. Yeah, a little emotional, a little.
Yeah, a little emotional, a little dark.
A bit dark.
Not like super dark.
No.
But definitely more than you might expect from, a movie based on a video game.
Right. You think it's going to be just all sunshine and rainbows and.
Exactly.
It definitely gets into some more complex themes.
Yeah, for sure. So, that's really what we're here to unpack today, right?
Yeah.
How does this movie manage to capture the magic of the games
Right.
while also, standing on its own 2 feet as a film?
Yeah, because it's got to work for people who don't know anything about the games.
Exactly.
They can't be constantly explaining everything.
Yeah.
It's got to just sort of suck you into the world and make you care about these characters.
Totally. And I think one of the things the movie does really well is how it starts.
Yeah.
You're just thrown right into the action. We open with Bowser.
Yes.
Voiced by Jack Black, by the way.
Oh, the perfect casting.
I know, right? So good.
It's brilliant.
So we open with Bowser.
Yeah.
And he's invading this kingdom of penguins.
Penguins.
Which, instantly reminded me of those classic ice levels for the game.
Yeah, totally. You're right back in Super Mario 64.
Yes. And then, boom, there it is, the superstar.
Oh, I love that they put that in right away.
Right. No messing around.
Straight into the iconic imagery.
And you get this sense right away that the filmmakers really love this world.
You can feel that passion.
Yeah, and they're not afraid to embrace all the silly, the quirky, the weirdness of the Mushroom Kingdom.
It's all there.
It's all there. But then suddenly we're whisked away from this fantastical world, and we're in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, the shift is pretty jarring.
Right, and we meet Mario and Luigi, the brothers. These two, they're just these struggling plumbers.
Trying to
make it, yeah. And it's so funny because, we've seen them save the princess countless times.
Right, countless worlds. But here they are. Just regular guys.
Dealing with, burst pipes and skeptical family members.
It's such a great way to ground them.
Right. And I think it makes them, more relatable.
Yeah, totally. Because, before they're heroes, they're just, brothers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think the movie does a great job of highlighting that relationship.
Oh, the brotherly dynamic is so key.
Yeah, you see that bond between them right away.
Right from the start.
Even though they bicker and they tease each other.
Well, like all brothers do.
Like all brothers do, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But, they do anything for each other.
Oh, absolutely.
So the movie really plays with this contrast, right?
Okay.
You've got this fantastical, colorful world of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah.
And then you've got this more grounded, relatable world of Brooklyn.
Right, and it's constantly jumping back and forth.
Yeah. And it's not just a visual contrast either.
Yeah.
It's also a tonal contrast,
Totally. The humor in Brooklyn is very different.
Oh, yeah. It's much more grounded.
Yeah, situational, character-driven.
Exactly. And then in the Mushroom Kingdom, it's a lot more cartoony, a lot more over the top.
Yeah, more slapstick, more visual gag.
Yeah. But somehow it all works.
It does. It really does.
It all just blends together seamlessly.
And I think it's because at its core, it's a story about, finding your place in the world. Mm-hmm. Whether that world is, Brooklyn or the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah, that's a great point.
It's about these characters figuring out who they are and what they're meant to do.
Totally. And then, things really get shaken up when the brothers get sucked into a portal.
Oh, yeah, the portal in the sewers. Classic.
And they end up separated.
Uh-oh.
Mario lands in the vibrant, whimsical Mushroom Kingdom.
Where all the fun stuff is.
Right. But Luigi, poor Luigi, ends up in the spooky, shadowy, dark lands.
Talk about bad luck.
Right. And it's such a great setup because it forces them to, like, face their fears and figure things out on their own.
Totally. It's like the classic hero's journey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it allows the movie to really explore these two very different sides of this world.
Right, the light and the dark.
Exactly.
The Mushroom Kingdom is all bright and colorful, but the dark lands are, well, they're dark and scary.
Yeah, they're not messing around with that name.
No, they're not.
And it's interesting because, you know, we've seen glimpses of the dark lands in the games.
Right, like in Super Mario Galaxy, for example.
Yes. But the movie really fleshes it out.
Yeah, it gives it a whole new dimension.
It's almost like a character in itself.
It is. It has its own personality, its own feel.
Totally.
Okay.
And speaking of characters, let's talk about the Mushroom Kingdom for a second.
Okay.
The animation in this movie is just incredible.
It's gorgeous.
It's like stepping into a living, breathing video game.
Yeah, it's so vibrant and detailed.
Every little detail is so lovingly rendered, you know.
It's clear that a lot of care went into it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And they really nailed the look of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Absolutely. The colors, the landscapes, it's all perfect.
It's all perfect. And I loved seeing all those classic enemies, you know.
Oh, yeah, the enemies.
The Goombas, the Koopa Troopas.
The Shy Guys.
The Shy Guys. They even had the Dry Bones.
Oh, the Dry Bones were so cool.
Right. It was like a childhood dream come true.
It's like they just plucked them straight out of the games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not just the look of them. It's the way they move.
Yeah. The animation is so expressive.
It's like they have so much personality, even though they don't really talk.
They don't need to.
Right. You can just tell what they're thinking.
Exactly. It's all in the animation.
Yeah. And then we meet Princess Peach.
Oh, yeah. Princess Peach.
And I have to say, I was really impressed with her in this movie.
Yeah, she's not just a damsel in distress.
No, not at all. She's a leader. She's a strategist. She's a warrior.
She's a badass.
She's a total badass. I love that scene where she's putting Mario through his paces on that obstacle course.
Oh, that obstacle course was insane.
I know, right? And she's just flying through it like it's nothing.
It's powerful.
Yeah. While Mario is, you know, struggling to keep up.
Well, he's still learning.
He's still learning, yeah. But it's so funny to watch, and it's such a great way to, like, showcase Peach's strength.
Absolutely. She's not waiting around to be rescued.
No, she's taking charge.
She's got her own mission.
Exactly. But beneath all the humor, there's the real sense of purpose to her actions, you know?
Yeah, she's preparing for war.
She's preparing for war, yeah. She knows that Bowser's a serious threat.
He's not messing around.
No, he's not. And that's where the movie starts to get into some more serious themes, you know?
Yeah, like the threat of war, the importance of leadership, the courage it takes to stand up for what you believe in.
Right, right. Meanwhile, Luigi is stuck in the Darklands.
Oh, yeah. We can't forget about Luigi.
Poor guy. He's surrounded by these creepy creatures, and he's all alone.
Talk about a contrast in journeys.
I know, right? It's such a great way to set up the emotional stakes for the rest of the movie.
Totally. You're worried about him, you know?
Come on, Luigi, you got this.
You're rooting for him.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I think that's a pretty good overview of the first part of the movie.
Yeah, we've covered a lot of ground.
We have. But there's still so much more to talk about.
Oh, yeah, we're just getting started.
We are just getting started.
You know what I think is really interesting about this movie?
Okay.
It's how it's not afraid to, like, get a little dark sometimes.
Yeah, it definitely has those moments.
Like, you think it's going to be all, you know, bright colors and happy music.
Right.
But then you get these scenes that are actually kind of intense.
Yeah, and it's not just, like, the action sequences either. It's like there's some real emotional weight to it, you know?
Yeah, you feel for these characters.
Like with Bowser, for example.
Yeah. Okay.
Jack Black just knocks it out of the park with that performance.
He's so good.
I know, right? He's so menacing, but also kind of hilarious.
Yeah, you love to hate him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then there's that scene with the Lumilies.
Oh, the Lumilies.
I mean, they're so cute and cuddly.
They look so innocent.
But then they turn out to be these, like, terrifying little creatures.
With a seriously dark side.
It was so unexpected.
I know. I definitely jumped in my seat.
But it worked, you know?
It did. It added this whole other layer to the movie.
Like you never knew what was going to happen next.
Exactly. It kept you on your toes.
Totally, totally. And then, you know, things get even more crazy when they head to the Kong Kingdom.
Oh, yeah, the Kongs.
That whole sequence is just a visual feast.
The animation is incredible.
I know, right? They really went all out with that one.
It's like you can feel the energy.
Yeah, it's so vibrant and colorful.
And the music is so good, too.
Oh, yeah, the music is fantastic throughout the whole movie.
It's like instantly iconic.
But yeah, the Kong Kingdom is just like a whole other level.
It's its own world.
And the first meeting between Mario and Donkey Kong.
Oh my gosh.
That was hilarious.
The way they animated Donkey Kong.
I know, right? It's so fluid and expressive.
Like he's a real character.
Exactly. And you can tell Seth Rogen had a lot of fun with that role.
Oh, yeah. He was born to play Donkey Kong.
Totally, totally.
Yeah.
And then there's the Rainbow Road sequence.
Don't even get me started on Rainbow Road.
I mean, that was just breathtaking.
It's like they ripped it straight out of the game.
And put it on the big screen.
The colors, the speed, the music.
Everything. It was just like pure joy.
Pure adrenaline.
I know, right? I had a huge smile on my face the whole time.
I think everyone did.
But, you know, amidst all the fun and excitement,
yeah,
the stakes are actually pretty high.
They are.
Because Bowser has captured Luigi.
Poor Luigi, again.
And he's going to marry Peach.
And destroy the Mushroom Kingdom if she says no.
Yeah, so things are getting pretty serious.
It's all coming to a head.
And, you know, Peach could just give in, right?
She could just say yes.
But she doesn't.
No, she doesn't.
She stands up to Bowser.
She's not afraid of him.
And that's when we learn that she has ice powers.
Wait, what?
I know, right? I was not expecting that.
That came out of nowhere.
But it was awesome.
Yeah, it was a cool twist.
And it just made her even more badass.
Exactly. She's not your typical princess.
No, she's a force to be reckoned with.
So then what happens?
Well, things get even more intense.
Okay.
Because the action shifts back to Brooklyn.
Oh, back to Brooklyn.
Yeah, and it's like all hell breaks loose.
The final battle.
The final battle.
Yeah.
Mario and Luigi team up.
They're reunited at last.
They're finally together again, and they're facing off against Bowser.
In the streets of Brooklyn.
It's so epic.
And they use all these, like, familiar landmarks in the fight.
I know. The Brooklyn Bridge, the Empire State Building.
It's so cool.
A love letter to New York City.
And to the Mario games.
Yeah, they really blend those two worlds together seamlessly.
It's amazing.
And then there's that moment where Luigi shields Mario from Bowser's attack.
Oh, yeah. That was a powerful moment.
I know, right? It just shows how much he cares about his brother.
And it leads to their transformation.
Like to the Super Mario Bros.
It's like their destiny.
It's so good.
It gives me chills just thinking about it. It's pretty amazing, huh?
Yeah, like I went in with pretty high expectations, you know?
Yeah, the hype was huge for this one.
But it honestly exceeded them.
I think it too.
Like it's such a fun, heartwarming, and surprisingly emotional movie.
It is.
You know, it's not just a mindless action flick.
No, it's got some depth to it.
Yeah, it makes you think. It makes you feel.
It makes you laugh.
Oh yeah, definitely makes you laugh.
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
So, I guess the big question is,
okay,
what do you hope listeners take away from this deep dive into the Super Mario Bros. Movie?
That's a good question. I think for me, it's just a reminder that, you know, sometimes it's okay to just let go and have fun, to embrace the silly, the whimsical, the adventurous.
Yeah.
You know, life is serious enough as it is.
Right.
We need those moments of pure escapism.
Totally.
And I think this movie provides that in spades.
It does. It does. And I think it also it reminds us of the power of nostalgia, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like seeing those characters come to life on big screen, hearing those familiar sound effects.
It takes you back.
It's like instant childhood memory.
It's like a warm hug.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But it's not just about reliving the past, right?
Yeah.
It's also about introducing those characters and that world to a whole new generation.
Right, like passing the torch.
Exactly, exactly. And I think that's what makes this movie so special. It manages to bridge that gap between generations.
Yeah.
You know, it's something that both longtime fans and newcomers can enjoy.
It's a family film in the truest sense.
It is. It is. And I think it speaks to the enduring legacy of the Super Mario Bros. Franchise. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Like those characters are so iconic, so universally beloved.
They've transcended gaming.
They have. They have. And I think this movie just reinforces that.
It cements their place in pop culture.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So I guess that's about it for our deep dives into the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Yeah, we covered it all.
I think so too, yeah. But we want to hear from you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What did you think of the movie?
What were your favorite moments?
Did it live up to the hype?
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we love hearing your thoughts.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
For more deep dives into the movies you love.
We've got a whole queue of cinematic adventures waiting to be explored.
So stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.
Bye for now.